If you regularly watch our YouTube exorcism channel, you'll recognize that I'm in the studio where we record Ask the Exorcist, which airs every other week. Our ministry is committed to providing information about spiritual warfare. In fact, we have the largest database of knowledge and training and teaching on the subject of inner healing, deliverance, and exorcism. But the main vehicle to teach and train a generation of warriors for Christ is our International School of Exorcism and the Advanced Academy for Deliverance. This is my life's calling. But in spite of everything we've done to compile all this information over more than 4 decades, we simply can't keep track of everything in the kingdom of darkness. In the Advanced Academy of Deliverance, I have a couple of modules, an hour long each, in which I teach on something called the Enigmatic Ingenuity of Evil. All the various types of demonic forces that are very strange and unusual that I've encountered through the years. And I'm still adding more to that list. Take, for example, a woman that I ministered to recently. She was African American, and she came to me seeking help for a number of spiritual attacks in her life. We ministered to her at length, but there was one stronghold left. When I demanded to know the spirit in charge of that, he said his name was Rumpelstiltskin. Now, you may know that from the Brothers Grimm fairy tales back in the early part of the 19th century. It seems that in Germanic history, Rumpelstiltskin was a little demonic imp. He had the ability to turn straw into gold. And so it was that this particular little demon became a poltergeist known to people in Germany as living in their homes as a protective spirit. I asked the demon how it got there, and he said, in America in colonial times. I thought about that for a moment. Then I remembered, during the Revolutionary War, German Hessian troops fought alongside the British. And apparently what happened here is that one of these German Hessian soldiers slept with a black woman and thus infected that bloodline with Rumpelstiltskin, the poltergeist impish demon. In fact, this woman pointed out to me that her last name was a German name. I've traveled throughout Russia and Slavic countries of Eastern Europe, and over there they have something called the domovoi. The domovoi is, again, a household demon that lives in people's dwellings, and people have to look after this thing. It's supposedly a deified ancestor, and if you don't treat it properly, it will cause harm, bring curses, bring sickness, disease, and suffering. It's there either to protect you or to torment you. And it will bring illnesses and all kinds of nasty behavior. The Church of Jesus Christ, particularly the evangelical church in America, just doesn't want to talk about this subject of demons. And yet in these cultures, the idea of household spirits is very, very common. We stand in that gap. We're determined to raise up a generation of warriors for Christ who really understand spiritual warfare at the highest level and can make a difference in the lives of those who are bound by these evil household spirits. I encourage you to join us by enrolling in the International School of Exorcism and or the Advanced Academy and become equipped to free yourself and your family and those that you care about, so that we can truly be, as Galatians 6:10 says, a dwelling place of the household of the faithful.